Good afternoon. I am Colonel Billy Wilson, the commander of basic military training. I'm glad we had this opportunity to have a discussion. So, why are you here? I will tell you that you are here to train both your body and your mind.
Be better every day. Be better.
You are here to train your body and your mind. Not one or the other, both. I often ask new recruits, why the Air Force? And I often get, well, I want to be part of an institution. I want to be part of something that is larger than myself.
Remember why you are here. Remember those people that came before you. Everything that you do needs to come with a passion and a vigor that is unmatched.
There will be stress. It will be stressful. And I will tell you that it is stressful by design. So the question remains, when you start feeling stressed out, what are you going to do? Are you going to react or are you going to respond? I expect you to respond to the demands that are being placed upon you, pushing you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to grow, because that's why you're here. You're here to be transformed from what you were to what you need to be, to what your nation needs you to be. Each and every one of you will earn your place here. This will not be given to you. And as you earn your place here and head toward graduation day, having earned it, you will have a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. And it will be meaningful to you. And as you depart this place, you will be proud of what you've accomplished.
At this time, please find a place to sit. Thank you and enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Vital.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we come before you with grateful hearts, acknowledging your boundless grace and mercy. Thank you for guiding these airmen to reach this moment of accomplishment and honor. As they move on the next phase of their journey, we seek your continued wisdom and strength. Empower them to serve our country and humanity with dedication and humility, always trusting in your divine providence. We lift up in prayer the instructors, mentors, and loved ones who have been steadfast in their support, offering encouragement and inspiration along the way. May this celebration reflect your goodness and love, inspiring all of us to embrace lives of service, courage, and integrity. Let this gathering renew our commitment to building a better future for our nation and the world. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning. On behalf of the 37th Training Wing, we would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony. The Commander, 737th Training Group, Colonel Billy Wilson, Jr. The Senior Enlisted Leader, 737th Training Group, Chief Master Sergeant Whitfield Jack. The Reviewing Official, the Commander, 88th Air Base, Colonel Dustin Richards. The Command Chief, 88th Air Base Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Tessa Fontaine. Also in attendance with us today, the Commander, 37th Training Wing, Colonel Will Cooper. The Command Chief, 37th Training Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Carlos Damien. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Air Force Special Operations Command, Air Commando Development Center, Chief Master Sergeant Jeremiah Clark. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to today's ceremony, we would like to recognize our newest military trained instructor. These instructors have undergone a rigorous 5-month training pathway comprised of formal academic classes and task qualification requirements. They have earned the distinct honor of donning the dark blue campaign hat.
Detail, halt!
From the 331st Training Squadron, Master Sergeant Brian Darnell. From the 326th Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Chance Sturgeon. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Joshua Pekarski. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Horace Patton. From the 320th Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Gabriel Arson. At this time, we ask that all military training instructors, past and present, to stand in a sign of unity as our newest instructors recite the MTI Pledge. The military training instructor hat that I wear
is a symbol of honor, professionalism, integrity, service, and excellence in all I do. My job is one of the most important to the Air Force, and I will spare no effort to properly prepare men and women for military service. I am dedicated to the principles of fairness, firmness, and honesty. I strive for perfection and reject mediocrity, both in my own personal behavior and in the performance of those I lead. I am an Air Force military training instructor, and above all, I am an American Airman. Present hard! Order arms! Post! Hard!
The dark blue campaign hat these instructors received today has been a symbol of the MTI Corps since 1974. These instructors will carry on the traditions and esprit de corps of the United States Air Force as they pass on their knowledge to our newest generation of airmen. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Colonel Wilson and Chief Master Sergeant Jack will make a special awards presentation.
Detail, halt!
All Master Military Training Instructors, past and present, please stand as a sign of unity. 737 Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Subject, Master Military Training Instructor. A Master Military Training Instructor is one who is a total professional in all phases of basic training, is the top 10% of the instructor force, is a leader among other instructors, exhibits only the highest characteristics of ethics, morality, and integrity, fully supports the mission, traditions, esprit de corps of Air Force basic military training, is the best of the best. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. These instructors who stand before you today have been awarded the title Master Military Training Instructor in recognition of their superior performance. From the 321st Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Andrew Stein. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Master Sergeant Justin Youngblood. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Isley Bagley. From the 323rd Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Dalton Berry. From the 326th Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Deshaun Harris. From the 737th Training Support Squadron, Technical Sergeant Colin Gentry. From the 737th Training Group, Technical Sergeant Jordan Hayes. Ladies and gentlemen, the military training instructors standing before you are now among the best of the best.
Present her! Order her! Post! Her!
Our commander of troops is Technical Sergeant Michael Ayers. Colonel Dustin Richards will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated.
Sir, the parade is formed.
Take your post. Give your squadron order. Receive the report.
Report. A squadron all present accounted for. Ma'am. B squadron all present accounted for. Ma'am. Sir, all present are accounted for.
Publish the order.
Attention to order. Detail, Horseman K. Non-commissioned officer of the day. Staff Sergeant Woodruff. By order of Colonel Wilson. Officers. And sir.
Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with the foundation rooted in the Department of the Air Force's one team, one fight mantra. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn skills needed to perform in one of the 118 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will be prepared for increased responsibilities, and they must ensure they are trained, qualified, and mission ready for the great power competition. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States Armed Forces. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors.
Present the command.
March the command in review.
Staff, or terms. Terms. Staff, change post. Terms. If your squadron, order arms.
Staff, or turn. Turn.
Order. And review.
The graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 42,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 training group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the Airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes wall. The men and women recognized on the page have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States Armed Forces during conflicts around the globe. Their decorations include 9 Medal of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. we would like to direct your attention to our national, state, and territorial flags. As the flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Now passing in review. From 320th Training Squadron, the Commander of Troops, Technical Sergeant Michael Ayers, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. From 326th Training Squadron, A Squadron Staff, led by Technical Sergeant Luis Beering, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Los Angeles, California. From the 331st Training Squadron, Dorm Excellence Flight, Flight 171, led by Master Sergeant Brian Darnell, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Charlottesville, Virginia. Flight 170, led by Technical Sergeant Douglas Height, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Fort Mojave, Arizona. Flight 169, led by Staff Sergeant Colin Ward, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Cambridge, Georgia. From the 326th Training Squadron, Flight 168, led by Technical Sergeant Matthew Henry, Military Training Instructor, Trainer, hometown, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Drill Excellence Flight, Flight 167, led by Staff Sergeant Chance Sturgeon, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Harold, Iowa. Flight 166, led by Technical Sergeant Brendan Collins, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Owensboro, Kentucky. Flight 165, led by Staff Sergeant Zachary Brown, Military Training Instructor, Trainer, hometown, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 161, led by Staff Sergeant Manuel Weston, Military Training Instructor, Trainer, hometown, Stockton, California. From the 321st Training Squadron, the Color Guard, led by Technical Sergeant Philip Ruger, Military Training Instructor, hometown, San Diego, California. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Pace of Forward Excellence Flight, the Flag Mast, Flights 163 and 164, led by Staff Sergeant Joshua Pekarski. Military Training Instructor, hometown, Bismarck, North Dakota. From the 324th Training Squadron, B Squadron Staff, led by Master Sergeant Demary Strong. Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Flight 162, led by Technical Sergeant Horace Patton. Military Training Instructor, hometown, Springfield, New Hampshire. From the 321st Training Squadron, Flight 160, led by Technical Sergeant Angel Miranda Martinez. Military Training Instructor, hometown, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Flight 159, led by Technical Sergeant Riley Dennis. Military Training Instructor, hometown, Cairo, Kansas. From the 320th Training Squad, Flight 158, led by Technical Sergeant Ramsey Otero. Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Savannah, Georgia. Flight 157, led by Technical Sergeant Matthew Smiley. Military Training Instructor, hometown, Brownsboro, Texas. Flight 156, led by Staff Sergeant Dylan Gandy. Military Training Instructor, hometown, Hurley, Mississippi. PT Excellence Flight, Flight 155, led by Staff Sergeant Gabriel Arceli. Military Training Instructor, hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the Airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Staff Sergeant Philip Castro, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Gallen, Texas. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony, in addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements. Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours for practice throughout the weeks of training. Their extra effort demonstrates commitment and teamwork. With each drum and bugle corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. The exceptional integrity, service before self, and excellence combined with character, commitment, connectivity, and courage they displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. Fight March 4 for the oath of enlistment. We would like to reflect on our establishment. The United States Air Force was born with the passage of Mass Security Act on September 18, 1947. Since then, anytime and anywhere America and its allies have needed air power, Airmen have answered the call. Today, with a legacy of excellence and a spirit of courage, we work to develop mission-ready airmen in the context of great power competition. With the support of the American people, our airmen are ready to meet these challenges by following the example of those who came before us. In short, by innovating, accelerating, and thriving as we move into the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Dustin Richards will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Thank you, everybody. You all look amazing. Being able to stand up here and review your command has been one of the honors of my career, and being able to look you each in the eye has just been an awesome experience. I want to say thanks to Colonel Cooper and Chief Damian, Colonel Wilson and Chief Jack for being such gracious hosts for us. It's been an amazing experience to be down here at basic military training. I want to say thank you to all the military training instructors that we got to interact with, and those that we didn't get to interact with, because the work that you put in over these last 7.5 weeks stands behind you. For our airmen, I have it on very good confidence that you won't remember any of the words that I'm about to say. But I also fully believe that you're never going to forget how you feel right now as you stand in formation and take the journey into the United States Air Force. You feel some relief, you feel some excitement, you're probably enjoying that meal you had last night with your family, and you're wondering what comes next. So I'll tell you, you're just getting started. It's a good point to reflect on where you've been and where you're going, but you're coming into the Air Force in a time of great consequence. We are in an era of great power competition that requires the entire nation to pay attention and do their part. So as you finish today and you head off to tech school, I encourage you to remember how you feel right now. Everything you've learned, everything you've taken in, and apply that going forward to tech school. And then as you go out into the Air Force to meet the operational needs of the nation. For all the family members that are here with us today, as I look around, it's just eye-watering to see the support that you are providing to your loved ones as they take this journey. As was said, fewer than 1% of Americans swear an oath to wear the cloth of their country in defense of the nation. And the support that you are providing for this journey is absolutely critical. You have placed special trust and confidence in us and the leaders of the Air Force to take care of your loved ones, and we will hold that trust. For our family members who are prior service or still serving, any of the armed services, if you wouldn't mind, please stand. To our newest airmen, if you can look into the crowd and see everyone who is standing, your family members, those were family members, but they're also teammates. Because you're airmen now, and you're joining the greatest team the world has ever seen. And national defense is a team sport. These are your teammates, they're willing to support you and do whatever's required, and you're gonna do the same for them. So at the end of the day, airmen, I only have one question. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? I think they're ready.
Please stand as Colonel Dustin Richards will now administer the oath of enlistment. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
Raise your right hands and repeat after me. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear
That that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Welcome to the team, Airmen.
Thank you, Colonel Dustin Richards. Please remain standing while all graduating airmen recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American Airman. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute as the U.S. flag passes. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all guests the opportunity to view the flights. As a reminder, the flights are positioned as viewed from the bleachers to the left of the reviewing stand. Flights 171, 170, 169, 168, 167, 166, 165, 161. And to the right of the reviewing stand, flights 162, 160, 159, 158, 157, 156, 155. Please remain in your seating area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. Town pass ends at 1800 hours. When dropping off members, please stay in your vehicle. Family members are not authorized to enter any training area. Please be careful while exiting the bleachers and while moving onto the grassy areas. For your safety, we ask that you refrain from climbing the guardrails and only use the stairs to exit the bleachers. Thank you, and please enjoy your stay at 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas.